This is Jackie with All Access, and I'm here with Alex of Stages and Stereos, and we're here at Jam and Java in Virginia. Welcome, hello, and all that crap.
Hello, and all that crap as well.
Last year, Stages and Stereos released Small Town Favorites as well as an acoustic EP. Why did you decide to do both?
It's constantly about, building momentum. I think, as a young band for us, we're just trying to put content out there. In a day in a music, the industry now is so, kids have ADD, and they, you're their favorite band 1 minute and then they have another favorite band. So we're just trying to release content and, get it out there and people can rip it off and share it with friends and whatever. Because people are going to, some people might buy it, some people might not. So I think it's just about constantly keeping content out there, and showing different sides, different influences, and different dynamics for the band, to do acoustic stuff and then to also be able to do the full records.
Do you ever feel a pressure to have to put new stuff out as fast as you possibly can?
Absolutely. You're constantly fighting. This industry's huge. It's small, everybody knows everybody, but it's huge. There's a lot of bands, so I think there's a pressure there, but, we're pretty relaxed as far as, we really know what we want to do as a band, and we really know what our goal is. So, if people follow it, then people follow it, but if not,
And you mentioned the music industry in 2014, and it's definitely different from when at least I grew up, and perhaps when you grew up as well, where album sales were the be-all, end-all.
Right, people actually made money selling records, yeah.
Because people actually bought them. So now that that's no longer the benchmark, how do you guys determine success for your band?
I think it's at shows. It's at shows. When you see kids singing back, we're the opening band on this tour, and it's a heavier tour. We're definitely the oddball band, but we still every night see more and more kids singing along, especially to the song "Small Town Favorites." And just staying on the road is the jam. I don't think any of us ever got into the music industry to make money. We'd be foolish.
Don't.
But we do it because we're passionate, because we love it, and I think that's the kind of people that should be making music, is the people that really love it.
Yeah, kids, don't get into a band to be rich and famous. Sorry. Unless something changes.
Yeah, you could be famous, but not rich.
Where do you see, we were talking about music sales, or at least tangible albums going by the wayside. Where do you think the next place fans are going to get music from?
Oh my God.
Is it streaming, do you think?
I think it's all going to be internet. I truly believe that. I'd like to see that vinyls are making a big comeback, and so that's kind of collectible, but I think we'll see CDs completely out, and I think it's just going to be about bands releasing their music for free, not even trying to get people to buy it, just release it for free, and then go out there on the road and make your money on tour and whatever, keep a sustainable living on the road, but
that's got to be tough.
It's a little tough, but I don't know. Like I said, we love it, and somebody's got to make music. At some point, somebody's got to make music, and in a world with no music, I don't want to be there. So some of us have to take the hit.
Fair enough. Some bands have suggested that streaming sites such as Spotify and places like that might be where they can sort of not take back all that they would have earned, but at least a little bit of the sales.
Yeah, I think that some of those places are really good, but there's so many, and you can get around it. We've done it ourselves. We have done it where you can do the free trial on Spotify, and you get 10 days, whatever, 30 days or something of a free trial. But then there's also RDO, there's also all these other streaming sites that you can do that. And if you want the free trial over and over and over again, you can just create a new email. You just create a new email and then get the free trial again. So it's there's always going to be a way. Kids are always going to find a way around it. And now we're really on that cusp where the younger kids have never even lived in a world where they buy music. So it's getting more and more scary, but I see that the bands that are really going to make it are the ones that play into it. Like Radiohead released a free album. They just put it up there and they were like, take it. We know you're going to anyways, and I think that's cool. I think that's cool when bands do that.
So most bands, or many bands anyway, make money on the road, one through ticket sales and another through band merchandise. Who designs your band merch?
We work with this awesome dude. His name is Brian Filarski. Incredibly talented. We're very heavy-handed in our own designs, though. We do our market research and we go out and see what is cool and what kids are wearing. But Brian Filarski helps us out mostly with that stuff.
Very nice. The lyrics on your album seem pretty personal. Are they more personal or are they fictional?
They're very personal. I mean, it's cliche to say, like, yeah, everything that we write about is about our lives and we're so real and blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, we're so cool. But
Damn you hipsters.
damn us hipsters. But it's true. We do write everything about something that happened. It's hard for us not to. And that's another thing. You're out on the road. Half the songs get written on the road because they're trying times, So, we have a lyric, or one of our biggest lyrics live is "to hell with it," and I don't know, it carries a lot of weight, just that one little line. So yeah, everything it's not fabricated, it's real life.
So how do you make those personal lyrics transferable or relatable to everybody?
I think you gotta balance being like having depth in it, but also being mildly vague, so it can expand to a wider audience. If you're too personal and you're too specific, then people can't relate to it. So I think it's about having the underlying message. You know what you're talking about, but having somebody be able to listen to it and be able to relate it to their lives is where you kind of want to keep it in that realm of a little bit vague. So
when you're playing the songs, how are you able to kind of rehash those thoughts and where you were when you first wrote it?
That's kind of tough.
Is it cathartic, or do you just do it anyway? Just do it to do it.
No, sometimes, you always feel it. We always feel it, but sometimes a song can have a different meaning for you on a different night. Like if you have an argument with your girlfriend right before you go on stage, as you're playing a song like "To Hell with It," or "Small Town Favorites" is the name of the song. Like as that happens, it might mean something different to you at that point. And that's kind of cool, is for the music to kind of hit you in a different way when different things are going on in your life. So sometimes it means one thing, sometimes it means another thing. But,
And how has your band evolved over the past couple years?
Oh, it's constantly evolving.
Why is that?
Well, for one, I just joined the band. I've been playing with the band for almost a year now, but I officially joined about 6 months ago. And, there's been some member changes, there's been some influence changes, but I think we're finally getting to the point where we have the right lineup, we have the right guys, and we're finding like our avenue, our own sound, and it's taken a couple EPs to get there. But, we're constantly evolving. I think it's fun. For me, the bands that I really like are bands that challenge themselves with every record, like really think about what they're going to do and do something interesting, as opposed to just rehashing the same album over and over. And we're hoping that our fans will follow us with it, but, you can't make music just to make music. You make what you feel, and so we're evolving constantly.
And you just hope that they like it.
That's all you can ever do. That's all you can ever do.
Another way that people evolve is they get tattoos. Do you go to one artist, or are they sort of a collection as you travel?
I recently have been going to one artist, but most of my tattoos are from different people. Craig Beasley's a great one, but yeah, I've been tattooed by a bunch of different people. I'm not super like I have to get tattooed by this one guy or it's not working. I get them as I get them.
You got an open mind. There's nothing wrong with that. Something else that you've done in the past is that you've worked with various causes and charities. Can you tell me a bit about that?
Absolutely. I had a great opportunity to work with Keep Abreast, awareness about breast cancer and stuff like that, and I think that's a very good cause. I think that the way that organization runs the ship is very, very good. And then also my buddy Jake from August Burns Red had the kindness in his heart to help, to come to me and ask me to work with them last year on Warped Tour for his organization, nonprofit organization called Heart Support, to increase awareness about self-harm, stuff like that. And, out here you meet a lot of kids. A lot of kids find music because it helps them emotionally get through tough times. And some of these kids have really bad family situations and they get lost in the music, and that's what helps them. And I've had opportunities to talk to a lot of people like that, and I think it's important to be there for them if they're looking up to you for advice. You want to be a good role model and you want to help them through that.
Well said. So what's up next for your band after this tour?
We just recorded a bunch of new music. I think we're going to go do a little bit more, and then trying to stay on tour. So we'll be on tour in the fall. I don't know with who yet.
Okay, that was my next question. Like, come on, somebody's got to give me a little nugget today.
There's no nuggets right now. Although I do love chicken nuggets.
Thanks. Now I'm hungry.
They're pretty dope. Oh, you're hungry? Did I just? Ugh.
I'm more thirsty than hungry. It's all right.
We'll get you a drink. But yeah, stay on tour. We're gonna be on tour in the fall, and then we're working on releasing this new music. We're really stoked. We just right before this tour started, we went and did 3 new songs, and I think it'll shock some people. I think we're trying to do some bold moves, and so new music, touring, kind of the same shit that everybody says, but
the cycle.
But yeah, we're in the cycle.
Well, stay tuned for more from Stages and Stereos. This is Jackie. Thanks to All Access and In the Key of Change.